Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to game 2 between LGD.FY as well as LGD Gaming. Looks like LGD is going to be playing on the Radiant side again. And LFY on the Dire, so not much difference apart from the fact that LGD has the first pick. Lobby was made without cheat mode turned on, so there will be no bananas this game unfortunately. And hopefully just a normal game of Dota. So last game we saw LGD Gaming first pick Bounty Hunter. I don't think they will do it again. Honestly, it felt flat as a hero, especially against a strategy that LGD normally likes to do. Group up and push. And honestly, if you look at, sorry, when I said LGD, I meant LFY. They like to do group up and push, and they were doing it like pre 10-15 minutes. And honestly, Bounty Hunter is just not the hero you want for that. I'm not even sure whether Kunkka is that good for that either, but Kunkka definitely helps you to win the fight before the push that precedes. So either draft counter push or draft heroes that can win fight, and Kunkka a little bit of both. So I like the start much better for LGD right here. And you can see that both Bounty Hunter and Ricky is not prioritized at all. I just don't think that either of those heroes just suits the style that LFY is playing. And LFY is really dictating the tempo of the game.
Reserve time.
Alright, Sand King is going to get picked here by Yao, or by LFY, and Yao will be playing it. I think there's time to time that LPC plays it, but I think 95% of the time it's Yao. The team has about a 60 to 70% win rate with this hero, so definitely one of their most comfort pick. I mean, you could definitely see how good it is in terms of winning the early game fights. And again, the way that Yao likes to play is he likes to join fights before even Blink Dagger timing. Last game, he had 11-minute Blink, so he was just joining every fight left and right. But in a normal game where you don't get such an early Blink timing, Sand King's one of those heroes that can participate. You know, you have a range stun, you're not like Slaughter, so I imagine we're going to see him being somewhat more active as the game goes on. Timber as a second pick up here for LGD. Not sure whether I like Timber picked up this early, because you're never gonna get a game like last game where you surprise them with the 4th pick Timber. They have 3 or 4 melee picks by then, and you just have a great game. Here you give LGD a lot more time to plan out their lanes as well as counters to the Timbersaw. Now technically there was a Keeper of Light last game, but Keeper of Light was really pressured into choosing the Illuminate build, and he wasn't able to shut down the Timber with Mana Leak. Okay, we're gonna see Ursa here, and you hear people say like, oh, Ursa counters Timber because you could kill Timber quite fast, and then you could hear people saying Timber counters Ursa because, you know, mid game, late game, Chakram and Whirling Death is so good in controlling Timber. Chakram especially because he is slow as a molasses in the middle of that Chakram. I think there's just a weird kind of interaction between the two heroes. If you get the Ursa versus the Timber lane early on, Ursa could definitely dominate Timber. I personally think it's a bit more Timber favored. Most Timber players nowadays would definitely know like, okay, I cannot mess with the Ursa. I'll play around him. And then you just get to the mid game where you have Bloodstone. Sometimes you have a Yule, sometimes you have Shivas, and you just get to kite the Ursa for days.
10 seconds to go.
With that said though, you know, if Ursa has a head start, you could get a blink and start assassinating Timber as well, so maybe it's even. I think I'd like to be on the Timber side.
Reserve time. Dire's ban.
Alright, the bans are coming out. Shadow Demon makes a lot of sense. Protects the Ursa a bit. It seems like the Chinese teams are really favoring Ursa. Picks him really high. I honestly think that he's more of a 4th/5th pick as a surprise. Like, a lot of times if you don't have a good draft around him, like, he gets countered more than Timber, I believe. Because Timber, even if you get countered, at the very least, he's one of the best base defenders in the game. Like, Chakram is going to just clear waves. You could split push. You could do a lot of things. Whereas I feel like Ursa, if he gets countered, you have sunk a lot of money and time into a core, and he gets disrupted or demonic purge. I mean, that's just the example I'm giving. Obviously, Shadow Demon's banned out, but you get what I mean.
10 seconds to go. 5 seconds. Reserve time.
Tinker being banned out from LFY. Interesting.
Dyer's pick.
Okay, this ban makes a bit more sense. If it looks weird for anybody that's just joining us, the Pugna has been a recent LFY favorite. Excuse me. They've been picking it a lot. In fact, I think Ehome also picked it up. Lanham was playing it, or Sylar, excuse me, was playing it as a core Pugna. LFY plays it as a support Pugna. Either way, the same idea remains. You win a fight, you push. You can siege really hard. I think Pugna is actually quite good against Ursa. Decryptify, one of the thousands of ways to actually slow down Ursa. Make sure that he does not snowball. Crystal Maiden.
Radiant's pick.
I don't know about this one. I mean, you do have a lot of slows, and slows are generally quite good against Ursa. Slows are... I don't know. You could definitely overpower out of that Frostbite, so I'm not exactly sure if that disables good. But even if you overpower it, you still have Nova. Freezing Field is not a bad spell against Ursa,
Dyer's pick.
because the AoE is quite big. But Bane is going to be the reply here by LGD. So earlier today, Zhao actually played a very amazing Bane. Kind of just did normal laning stuff. He was playing like the 5 position Bane. But as soon as he got a Glimmer Cave, and I think he got it like 10 minutes in, maybe 12 minutes in,
5 seconds.
which is actually a very fast Glimmer Cave. You just walked around, set up a whole bunch of kills. He was actually setting up, or he was solo ganking. He would walk behind like some trees, Glimmer Cave, walk behind a hero, Nightmare. And then you have like 6 or 7 seconds for a hero to port in or do whatever. And then you set up a bunch of kills. Ursa, the nature of this hero, you just want as many disables for your team as possible. Granted, one of these disables, the Nightmare, is not exactly something that Ursa wants to right click at. But I imagine Bane is going to, let's say, Nightmare to Timbersaw that they don't want to kill at the beginning. You know, Fiend Script Sanking, and they go for the Sanking. Bane, though, overall a very single targeted hero, so if LGD drafts multiple threats, then a lot of Bane's effectiveness can get taken away. And also right now we have a couple of decent ways to already cancel out the Fiend Script. Well, now we just added one more.
Radiant's pick.
And this is what I mean by LGD's picks, LFY's picks, excuse me. They draft fight and push. It's a very, very simple concept that have existed since the beginning of time. But, you know, it's always very effective. It's good.
10 seconds to go.
It's hard to counter, especially if you fight well. And LFY has been fighting extremely well. So last time when we seen Jakiro, it was LPC playing it. So that means Zhao is going to be playing the Crystal Maiden. So Crystal Maiden could definitely go start in the jungle. You come out of jungle with early boots. Okay, maybe not now. Seeing the Darkseer,
Ban.
the Darkseer will apply a lot of pressure in the off lane, so Crystal Maiden might need to help. So we'll see.
Radiant's ban.
The one big weakness of this LGD draft, sorry, the LFY draft, I'm getting confused. Yeah, so the one big weakness of this LFY draft is that it's very disable light. You have a lot of slows, but not necessarily a lot of lockdown. So they take out the Storm, but there's a lot of Storm-esque heroes that requires a lot of lockdown. So think of Slark, Queen of Pain even. Never mind. Queen of Pain is, you know, you get Frostbitten, you're dead. But you guys get what I mean. Like Slark is probably the hero that I would imagine Ame will be playing. PL is actually not bad. Ame plays one mean PL. The one bad thing about Slark is that he comes online a little bit slowly, kind of slower than most other cores. Shadow Blade timing 18 to 20 minutes in a normal game, and that's when LFY could have already knocked down all 3 of your outer towers. So let's see what LGD opts for. By the way, Darkseer picked as an answer to all of these slows. Nice Frost Nova, nice Dual Breath. I'm gonna just surge my Ursa with Iron Shell turned on, and I guess that's kind of the goal here for LGD, just to run people over.
Reserve time.
Huh, LGD actually bans out Weaver. I thought Weaver might have been pretty good for them too. Another hero that could, you know, it requires quite a bit of control.
Seconds to go.
Ooh, Ember Spirit. Okay, so same nature, same like Slark, same like Storm, whatever, just don't have enough lockdowns. So LFY does have the kind of overall final pick, but it's the Monet hero that we're picking here. Monet can play Timbersaw, so if they want to put Timber in the safe lane, they can, and pick up Super Zero. Ooh. Alright, so I guess this is the other plan. Look, if we can't control it, we're gonna just outlast you, and Naga Siren adds another layer of annoyance for Ursa to work against, but drafting Naga into Ember is kind of next level, maybe previous level if you think about it. Ember Spirit, normally a natural counter to illusion-based heroes, but I don't think LFY will let the game drag that long. It's hard to say though. LFY definitely plan A, finishes the game early with Liquefier, at least get yourself in a big lead. And then Naga pops out with Radiance around 25-30 minutes in, you push for the victory. But that could be, there's a timing in there where Ember Spirit gets himself the Battle Fairy and maybe even a Crystallis on top of that. And that's where pushing high ground gets somewhat more difficult. And then you got the Lawnmower combination of Iron Shell plus Flame Guard. People be dying, so this is a much more even draft compared to game number 1. Alright, Xiaowei will find himself a pause, waiting for his teammates to come back. And we're good to go. Alright, so as expected, Xiaowei will be playing on Crystal Maiden. Does not have the Arcana. Monet on Naga Siren. I wonder if they're going to go offensive. Monet is actually heading down, but this could just be a team movement. Yao getting... okay. Getting past some tangles. This is not exactly a common thing you see. Super's gonna go safe lane, so Yao's going mid. Offensive trialing? Seems to be the case. But I do believe, yeah, LGD expects this. They go defensive Darkseer lane. And they go offensive as well, mostly to dodge. And like I mentioned earlier in the draft, you definitely want to line up your Ursa versus Timber in a laning stage, because you have quite a bit of kill potential there, especially if you get him in an X-Torrent combo. Timbersaw would not live to tell the tale. I say that though, just things now back up top.
Seconds to showtime.
I think with Ame's positioning, I think he's going up to the offensive. And the question is whether LFY have scouted this out and whether they're okay with this lane matchup. I don't think they want. I don't think they want the Timber versus Ursa matchup. By the way, if you guys haven't been watching LFY play lately, Super has been on fire. I think this is like the 3rd or 4th game that I've seen him go beyond godlike. And that's not something that you could say about any player in the Pro Dota scene right now. So, I don't think he went beyond godlike last game, but I remember him having a very strong score. So, Yao's going to be our mid laner. He's going to go up against Maybe. And Maybe is going to have a little bit of trouble here. Caustic Spam is going to be pretty annoying for him to lane against, but he will have a little bit of backup here from XZ. Ooh, the good old Enfeeble, level 1.
No.
Enfeeble pretty destructive against most mid laners, but Caustic, I don't think Caustic cares about Enfeeble. Alright. Huh. I guess it almost would be better if he hasn't even skilled this Enfeeble, if he just walks in and harasses Yao. Yao doesn't feel like he's being afraid at all. He's just trading hits. Alright, there's finally that Enfeeble. Now he'll back off. Minus 30 damage. He's gonna take the Burrow Strike. Interesting. I thought for sure he was... I guess he's using it now as an escape tool. And this is how you zone. You just stand up on the hill. They have minus 30 damage. You trade hits. See, I think Caustic would just be better here, right? But, alright. Meanwhile, watching that. Missing the very important first blood. It looks like he just died to a Torrent. As well as a Fairy Swipe and Overpowered. We did not see it happening, but we expected it to happen. You just died to Ursa early. Especially when your support does not have a stun to back you up. So much for going for Beyond Godlike. Super having a tough game. Torrent's gonna hit here again. He would not die from here. I say that though, he does not have Timber Chain. 2 hits. Down to very low HP. 3 stacks of Fairy Swipes. And it's so hard to play the safe lane like this, because you're expected to go up to the lane to farm. M99 knows that, so he's gonna just throw Torrents on you. Yep, that's a Torrent. Super gets sent up to the air. Super dead. Easy, rinse, and repeat. Now in the mid lane, looks like he is continuously being harassed down. He does have a point into that Caustic anyways, but Zhao Wei with that haste rune. He actually does not have a point into Arcane, so he has not been jungling. Well, obviously he's helping out Naga on the bottom side. I'm not sure how much Crystal Maiden could help actually versus, you know, Iron Shells. So I think Crystal Maiden's time might be better used somewhere else, and it looks like we are going to see a lane switch. This is what I meant earlier when I said LFY, do they actually want these lanes? They haven't really scouted for the lanes. They got placed into this laning situation where, you know, they just have really disadvantaged matchups. And now Crystal Maiden does not have a point to Arcane Aura, so, you know, her jungle, if she does go back to jungle, will be slowed down. So I think overall, LGD has had the better strategy, at least coming out of the laning stage. Okay, Sand King will grab himself the bottle. And look, LGD will mirror the laning stage by porting Ame down here. Jasing's gonna port up top. Yeah, I have no idea what Super could do this game. Is this the good old Iron Talon jungle time? It's one of the slowest jungler if it comes to Iron Talon timing. Yeah. Getting completely driven back. There's gonna be chain. Was chain on cooldown or something? I think he could have chained it into a torrent. And maybe they kill Yao, but looks like the 4-minute rune will get taken by Kunkka as well. Burrow Strike. Not gonna get it. And in fact, he might be dead. Yeah, there's gonna be X. Yao committing for that Burrow Strike. He's gonna get stunned up into the air. We do have chains available. No Burrow Strike for 1 second. He Burrow Strikes to the right. We're gonna need that torrent, but unfortunately, 16-second cooldown. Get nerfed, bruh. I mean, normally you have a second torrent to even go for the kill, but not the case. Yeah, so Timber goes to the safe lane back top, and Naga goes jungle. Alright, this LFY draft has not paid its dividends. Now we have LPC going to the laning stage. So when LFY is doing well lately, they do well from the laning stage, like right from the get-go. Remember last game? Last game, Yao had a 12-minute blink, or whatever it was, 11:40 blink. Now they're just getting wrecked in the laning stage. LGD making it look easy. And this is... mid lane? Maybe he's fine. Crystal Maiden is just not that strong early. And that Flame Guard doing a lot of work. Alright, everybody backs off. This is Ursa's stream. Oh, Darkseer finds a solo kill up top. Alright, we done, boys. We done. No Timber Chain. Double Iron Shell just walks up to you, I suppose. Alright, Dyer is already expecting Roche to be happening. Or at least happening soon. Somebody's saying get some wards up there. It ain't great. And I think this is the difference of picking Timbersaw second pick compared to picking Timbersaw like fourth pick. You give so much time for the enemy team to shape their lanes, you know, draft counters. Ooh, that is an X over the river. I do believe Sand King, not exactly dead, but in a lot of trouble. XZ coming around. He needs to get off his Nightmare. Well, that was a long-range Burrow Strike. Not going to be available, and he is dead. And now Crystal Maiden might be in a little bit of trouble. Jakiro's in a lot of trouble as well. Chain hits two of them. Xiao Wei. Okay, he's going to be fine. They're going to go for LPC instead, but LPC also much tankier than the two. Okay, Illusion Rune's going to constantly scout Roche. Alright, I guess this is a Monet save us moment, because officially every single lane has lost. And, yeah. So, when you have heroes like Jakiro and you're not getting a lot of towers off of Liquid Fire, then you just have a bad hero. Because moving into the mid game, you know, Jakiro is not going to be able to shut down the Ursa as effectively. I mentioned how slow is quite decent against Ursa. But you have Surge for that, so he's prepared. And then you also don't have a hero that can shut down the Ember Spirit, so yeah, it's gonna come around. They need that Burrow Strike. Nova from afar. Do they have Epicenter? They don't have Epicenter. There's a 0% chance they get this kill. In fact, Ame's going for a kill of his own. Ame comes around. He's at quarter HP, but he's just so tanky. I say that though. He is actually overstaying his welcome. Xiao Wei though, being surrounded by everybody. He's gonna be the first one to go down. There's an X onto Yao. He torrents back, and Yao's also gonna be dead. And we do have a third one. Yep, that is going to be a third one. No control in this lineup. No hard stun. Apart from the Sand King. LPC lobbing out some fire. Trying to do what he can, but he's being corralled in. And nicely done. Oh, more ports are porting in. 3 heroes. They're committing hard for this kill. Super not being set up in the air. They do have Chakram. They definitely need this Kunkka kill to make it work. Nova's going to hit on M99. They do get 1, but that's after losing 3 and porting 3 in. I mean, alright, it did not take into account the other kills. This is not the start that LFY has scripted. Okay, here comes the Ember Spirit. He will get hit, but Yao just gets absolutely wrecked by Ame. And maybe we'll just walk it off. Well, time for the check on Naga's farm plan. 900 gold in the bank. I mean, I think you just rush straight Relic. There's no point to get any other small item in between. And hope for the best. He is stacking the camps for himself. I hope this will stack through. Alright, the stack didn't even do it properly, so. Ain't great, boys. Ain't great. Alright, so let's see if Ame goes for the Hood build. I think the Hood build is actually good this game. There's so much magic damage that if he's expected to survive in the front line, he definitely needs a Hood. But he's been going the Hood build every single game, so. The bigger surprise is if he doesn't go for it this game. They're gonna... XC's trying to get himself to level 6, but XC might actually just be dead. Good gank here by LFY. And I guess we're gonna start liquefying some towers. As we say that though, you can see that LG, they know the only way that they actually lose this game is they get Naga'd. So all they have to do is pressure and hunt this Naga. And speaking of pressure and hunting the Naga, Monet does not have Song. You normally don't get Song here. And you get killed. So. Alright, that's Bane porting right back in. Pretty brave TP. That's going to be a Nightmare setting things up here. And now Xiao Wei takes the Nightmare from the other side of the trees. But they know. They know. Now Rain. He's going to be able to get the kill on the Crystal Maiden. They're going to really try and kill maybe. Maybe they can, but they can't. XE sends under the fire with the Fiend Script. They get the kill, but they do get maybe on the way out. Okay. Just saying Surge is on cooldown for a bit. Yao. Okay, nicely done. They need to follow with Epicenter. Epicenter being channeled up. They're going to get a secondary kill. Okay. Call me pleasantly surprised. LPC able to do a lot of work there. Alright, we do have Mask of Madness finish on the Ursa. And Blink Dagger is available soon. I imagine that's what he's going for. I gotta say, a minute ago the score was 8-1 in favor of LGD. Since then, both teams has clocked in 4 kills. That's definitely not bad for a team that, you know, need to be doing some active early game work. And here we go. They want to do a little bit more. Not exactly sure how to kill Ame, especially through his ult right in front of his tier 1 tower. But they'll try Burrow Strike. They're going to bring him low. He's going to pop his ult. He still is very tanky. He pops a Mask of Madness as well. And this is what I mean. It's so hard to control him without an actual real stun. Super. Yeah. They were close. They were close. If they had Epicenter, they'd get that kill, but they didn't. That's super unfortunate. If they get Ame before he gets his blink, L.G.D.FY actually stands a pretty strong chance. Naga checking out his farm. Okay. Last time he was a 900 gold and he got ganked. 2400 gold now. One thing for sure about Monet is he definitely can farm. Oh no, Crystal Maiden trying to farm a creep. That's how you die, CM. Trying to run away. Macro Pyre's gonna get dropped, but that's a 2-man turret into 2-man chain. On the backline though, Yao finds a 3-man stun. What super coming in? But no, Ursa Madman is gonna come in and just gonna kill everybody. Alright. They even accept the illusion. Oh, they're gonna go Roche. There was a good early ray of hope for LFY, but now we look back to Monet and check on his farm. 2,700 gold. So far away. Now, to be fair, LGD's tower pushing capabilities and high ground capabilities are terrible. Neither Ember or Ursa push towers exceptionally well. So technically, LFY has some time. If they just play calm, prevent pickoffs, push out the lane, there is a moment, there is a possibility. Ame's is in there. Ame finds another kill. Super will not be going beyond godlike this game, I don't think. Now, there is a ray of hope for Monet and his friends, but that hope will come very, very late. Ame leads the net worth chart by a mile. Naga is struggling to even keep up with the Darks here. Okay. Alright, meanwhile LPC is doing a little bit of split push. Oh god, you gotta TP out, but he doesn't have a TP? Okay. Ring around the Rosie. Okay, LPC. I mean, I don't think he was surviving that. Oh, they see a war, but that means they see you too. Yao, get out of there. Yao gets chained up. Vacuum will cancel that sandstorm, and he did. He did. Naga farm check, 3,400. Okay, Relic inbound. And these outer towers are still looking good here for the side of LFY. I think LGD needs to group up and push fast. Put the game out of reach before Naga, you know, gives it some hope again. Naga level 9. Getting level 11 is also very critical for the Naga, because you definitely want access into your second song. What a sad game to be playing Crystal Maiden. Super working towards a hood. He's got a cloak, guys. And you can see that XZ is going for the exact same build. But I do believe he is scouted. Uh-oh. XZ coming in. I think LPC should be able to TP out. He does not actually have a TP. In fact, LPC want to hang around and drop more liquid fire. Alright, I don't think you want to play with that. You get Nightmare, you're dead. Sorry, when I said Bane is going for the same build. I meant he's going the same as Glimmer Cape. I mentioned that Zhao Wei played a Bane with Glimmer Cape earlier. So that could have been somewhat unclear. Alright, was that Relic? Okay, that is the Relic. Tier 2s are still up, so don't count LFY just yet. They are down by 10k though. Alright, that's Blink Basher. I don't know. Maybe you count LFY out, because this Ursa is ginormous. LGD will smoke up and continue to play the gank game. The line draws right through the heart of Naga Siren. They know where you are. Oh, looks like the Radiant scanned. Sees a couple hero here. I think LFY rather they rather that the Crystal Maiden get ganked, or no, even the Timbersaw get ganked than the Naga. Naga's all of their hope. Alright, maybe is he gonna initiate the jump? Zhao Wei's gonna pour it out. He'll make it home. Nicely done. Sand King's fine. Alright, they actually avoided that gank. That's super great. And the creep wave is actually like pretty far away from the tower. So Naga, 900 gold. Alright, Radiance is online. Uh oh, they X Yao. Are they gonna die for this? There's the Ice Path on top. Great Ice Path. It looked terribly bad, but it's preventing Ursa from blinking in and murdering the Sand King, so the best way to actually lay your Ice Path against Ursa is actually on your teammates. In that situation, at least. Alright, they will definitely lose this tier 2. And the question is whether LGD will push the high ground right off of this. Or will they go for the other tier 2s? I wonder what is LGD's sense of urgency like. How much fear do they have in the Naga? They are up by a mile. They have complete map control. But soon being now, Monet's gonna start split pushing, and his economy is gonna increase by a ton. You're going Yao. Yao's gonna try to burrow. Oh, he is dead. Alright, he gives up. Oh, Burrow Striker is even on cooldown. Split push begins. Now, I guess the ultra late game, LGD still has the tool to deal with the Naga. You still have Ember Spear with the Battle Fury to cleave down all illusions. Meanwhile, LPC gonna get picked apart here. Glimmer Cape initiate. Yep. And then your friend comes by. Okay, LFY. Don't say that they haven't been trying, because they definitely has. They're gonna find one. It's gonna be Epicenter being committed for this. Just seeing does have a vacuum, but vacuum. He tried to get them up the hill, but he has Surge. He has Hood, and he's not gonna die. Oh my god, that was your entire combination of your 3 best nukers. All right, Jakiro probably a better nuker than the CM, but you get what I mean. So CM making a mistake of committing her Frostbite early to slow Jasing down, but I think he was worried that if he didn't Frostbite there to chain with the Sand King, Vacuum might have cancelled the Epicenter. I guess they didn't expect him to be that tanky with the Hood. I mean, Hood mech. Like, there's no chance he dies. And the raindrops. Alright, Naga, 1800 gold in the bank, 1700 gold in the bank. So, I was talking to Aosin about, or was it, I think Tsunami. I was talking to Tsunami about this, like, exactly what do you go after this? The options are BOT, Octarine, or Yasha. Obviously, Yasha and BOTs increase your Naga Illusion's movement speed, which allows them to travel further and, split push much more efficiently. BOT just overall better split pushing item, but Yasha brings you the Manta a little bit, sooner. I think most players simply goes for the BOT, because it saves you go for the teleport squirrels as well. And I imagine that's exactly what he's going to be going for. Yeah. But there are possibilities of other builds. So again, LGD, they don't push terribly fast. I mean, they've been winning for the past 15 minutes, I want to say. But Outer Tower still stands. And as they're pushing the tier 2, Sand King's already doing the exactly same thing. And this is where having Bane is super good on your team. You want a support that could set up kills on anybody. And Bane is a hero that could do that. Walks in Nightmare, boom. That's a kill. Walks in Fiend Script, that's a kill. So Naga could actually deal with the Nightmare plan, because you could, if you have illusions around you, you could just you know, use the illusion to break off the sleep, but until she gets Lincoln's, she's not gonna have a way to deal with the Fiend Script. Looks like both teams are gonna trade, or at least LFY wants to trade.
Top towers getting beat down. Radiant's bottom towers seen better days. Radiant's gone and fortified their structure.
I say that the Liquefier gonna make this happen. Naga's being really afraid for whatever reason. I mean, he sees multiple heroes up top. I say that though, Ursa comes in. He is surged up, but his Blink Dagger is continuously being cancelled. Pops the Mask of Madness, goes forward, gets Yules up. Oh no, the Force Staff! The misplay by Yao Yao forced him in, and oh, they could have easily survived there. But instead, well, they did get a 10-second BKB out of Ame, so it's not the worst. They see Kunkka farming here. Looks like they don't have enough, Ooh, if Kunkka walks in, this is some YOLO boss play by Kunkka. Kunkka is gonna get blink burrowed, but they're too afraid. There's too many LGD heroes missing off the map, and FY don't want to take a fight like that. Well, we are in a moment where LFY doesn't have any lanes pushed. Bottom lane's at River, mid lane's pushed in, and top is not pushed out either for LFY. So if LGD feel confident, they could actually go high ground. Looks like we got a pause going. And we back.
What's with all the script? All right, carry on.
All right, I mean, ooh, I like this. Hide in the trees, turn off radiance. Hope they never find you. And then turn on the radiance, make illusions, and then turn off the radiance. Is this what he's gonna do? No, it looks like he'll change his hiding place first. He's got a regen rune, so could be out here for a bit. Okay, Darkseer surges out. Oh, they're looking for him. Look at these scans. Alright, Monet playing the long con. He's gonna pour it out. Gonna go up top. Regen rune is actually probably the second best rune. Maybe the third best rune for a Naga like this. I think Illusion runes is probably number one. Arcane runes is not bad too. But regen when you have no mana. Uh-oh, I think they saw him BOT up top. So they're like, let's go. There's no Naga for a bit. And that's why LGD is just going hard into this lane. Again, they don't push fast, but if there's no Naga to defend, there's a Lincoln's build on Ember Spirit. What is happening? Are they sure that they're gonna win the game right now? Because if not, you need a freaking Battle Fury. Maybe it's like, nah, man, we got this. We're gonna win the game right now. All right, two-man chain, and it's gonna go for Zhao Wei. Zhao Wei is dead under the tier 4. He is giving a lot of room and space for the rest of the team, but the rest of the team is diving into tier 4 towers. Ame is ensnared up, and Monet needs to fight. And yeah, it's pretty good so far. They kill 2 supports without losing anything, but the creep wave, where is the creep wave? The creep wave is being pushed back out. There's no more BKB available. You know, I thought LGD had the mid to late game on the lockdown too, because you got Ember Spirit, but what the hell is this build?
Radiant's top tower taken
Alright, well. Naga back to Naga things. Alright, that's a Roche. I think at this point, LGD getting Roche is like... it's whatever for L.G.D.FY. I don't think L.G.D.FY could actually kill the LGD hero anymore. They were just so damn farm, so damn tanky. And the Scully is going off, but... I guess in Naga we trust. Ultimate Orb, I believe, is up. Nope. For whatever reason, I thought I wasn't clicking on the courier. I was like, why does this have no items? Because there is no items, Lumi. Well done. Bloodstone is finished, so Super could now tactically suicide to regen HP for Monet. Definitely a top tier play. What the hell is this build?
Radiant's top tower is in bad shape.
Okay, Naga ports home.
Radiant's top tower is taking a hit.
And the waves are pushed. Oh, yeah?
Radiant's
They did
top
see
tower
the Bane. And he's looking to get the hell out of there. So the other thing about Maybe's build is, because he went for face boots instead of BOTs, he can't like port back to a tower, defend it, and then remnant back. I guess he could do it with regular teleport scrolls as well, but it's just, you know, not as cost efficient. But I'm not gonna fault him for the face boot build. He definitely wanted to fight early with a face boots. Okay, illusions are getting mowed down, but I feel like the pressure has really been laid off by the side of LGD. A nice low, nice support Kunkka, bro. And the waves are being pushed slowly. Here comes L.G.D.FY, 4-man smoke. Day one just saying, I don't think that's the man that you could kill. That is not the man, and now Ursa is gonna come and start murdering kids. Crystal Maiden dead. Okay, just saying. It's pretty low. Yeah, he's not dead. Guys, do not go for the Darkseer. Do not go for the Darkseer. Alright. Shao think there was some detection there, but... Oh, Monet trying his best to carry his 4 teammates. But all they do is just feeding. Also, the question is, do you save for buyback? I don't think you can. I think you just get Mantle and be done with it. You get that, what, 2% extra movement speed bonus. 8% to 10%. Is he actually porting back? Is this where you give up a Rex? Ame pops the hole, gets Sir Xiaowei, says no! Alright. Poor life of playing Crystal Maiden. Okay, Macro Pyre. A zoner. Doesn't even hit the creep wave behind it. Oh, it is only out the Ursa. Alright, Yao misses a stun and he's gonna get X'd. Yao PC's gonna be dead. They saw him, but the bullet's gonna hit regardless. And the shield, the lawnmower of the Iron Shell and the Flame Guard is gonna kill him. And they call GG. Was it GG? I mean, Naga was still farming. I mean, they were also down by 20k gold. Xiaowei had it. He doesn't want to play Crystal Mid anymore. And into game 3.